This is the date. Do you think you could fit in your schedule? I was like, you know what? That's an open date. That will work. It's been amazing to spend time with you guys. As I was thinking about this time and thinking about who you are, one thing that continued to jump into my mind is the idea of a soulmate. You guys are very young, but you have a tender older soul. And it's something special that I have seen in you guys in the past 4 weeks as we've gotten together is just how intimate. And the connection that you guys have is so deep. And I've done a lot of weddings, but I've never seen it quite this deep. And that is very special to me. You guys have made a special place in my heart because of the place that you have for each other's hearts. And it's been amazing. When people get married, the journey takes on an adventure. I would have to say that in your lives that you guys have shared with me, y'all have been on adventures. Some have been high and some have been lows. They've been an interesting roller coaster. But today, you are on a roller coaster of fun and amazement, and you're not riding solo anymore. You're together. So as you go through these ups and downs, there may be moments where you hold on to each other tight because it's a little intense. There may be other times where you throw your hands way up in the air and just scream as loud as you can because it's so amazing. Those are pictures that I see with you two. Laughing, giggling, just the extreme. With this new adventure, the greatest joy of the quest is realizing that you're not alone. Both of you have a partner. In the book of Genesis, God created all the animals and he created man, and Adam's job was to name all the animals. And as Adam was naming them, he noticed that some of them, that they all had a partner, but he was alone. And he said, God, I'm all alone. I need somebody. And so he made Adam fall asleep, and God took from Adam a rib, and he created a woman. That's a great illustration because within that story, one thing that we need to grab from that is that God did not make Eve from Adam's foot so that man could be in control of her. Nor did God take and make Eve from man's head so that she could be in control of him. It was from the side so they could stand side by side so all the pieces could fit together and make a beautiful unity. One of my favorite parts in this passage is when Adam finally wakes up and God shows him this beautiful creation. And I can only imagine how it was translated originally going, wow, man. And therefore we have woman. That wow, that stunningness, you carry it today. You are breathtaking. Man and woman were designed to be in perfect harmony together, to live together, to work together, to go through things that it takes two people to go through, to not be ashamed of each other. They were a team full of life, full of ideas, each opinion important in the journey ahead. The two of you are definitely a team. You guys began to notice that 4 years ago when you met at U.S. Pizza. We giggled. I have a feeling sometimes if you eat there, you might meet somebody. Just saying. There was a spark in each other's eyes for each other. Sure, you may have had a few nudges along the way, thanks to Esther and some others. Okay? But within the first date, you guys believed that the other person would be safe enough to give each other's heart to. From that initial date, the journey began. You shared those moments with me, the ups, the downs, the struggles. Today, I think it's interesting that today is only just a picture, again, of your life. The storms come in, just like storms have come into your life. And God, in his grace and mercy today, have calmed the storms. You have a perfect sunset. God's got something perfect for y'all. It's going to be breathtaking. I want to share another verse of encouragement to you. In Lamentations 3, verses 21 through 24, Jeremiah has been going through some tough things in his life. And all of a sudden, he just gets to the point where he says, I got to shift. And so he shifts in his mind, and he begins to look towards God. And he says, but this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore, I will hope in him. As I mentioned before, you guys have something that's so deep in your soul. That is a connection. God put it there, and he's going to continue to have it grow because you're that valuable. There are new mercies every day. God is a hope for you. And I pray that you continue, as the two of you come closer and closer together, that you will not forget that really there's a triangle. God is at the head of that, and he's going to hold all of y'all together, no matter what comes your way. God is your hope. He will be faithful. Just stay close to each other and keep him the center. Now, as he is the centerpiece for this marriage, and he has made a commitment to you guys, we're going to take this time for you to say your vows to each other. Let's move this microphone just a little bit. Grab hands.